welcome back to the Embeemakes knitting channel. My name is Melissa and I'm the maker behind Embeemakes here on YouTube, on Ravelry and on Instagram. It's been a little while since I last recorded a podcast episode. The past few weeks just have been very busy at work, in life, and I hadn't had much time for knitting, so there was not really anything I could update you on. But now I've made some nice progress on my whips, and I also have some new yarns to show you. Let's do that. Let's maybe first start with what I'm wearing, which is my Lusk tee by the Crea Bea. And I knit this in the striped version of 4-row stripes. I used the Mindful Creators lovely linen base, held double since this is a fingering weight yarn, to get this result of the purple and very light green stripes. I finished this in the fall last year, so I haven't worn it at all. But now that the weather is getting a little bit warmer, I can start wearing it. And I love this cute pastel color for spring. And then I'm also wearing my Pippin cardigan by the Knit Purl Girl. I had finished this at the very end of last year, but I have now recently replaced the buttons I had put on here. I had some very small but very lovely pearly buttons on here, but they weren't very practical. They were actually a little bit small for the buttonholes that I had, and I was getting annoyed by it opening all the time. So I thought, well, let's just replace these buttons and then I can wear this cardigan a little bit more, because it kept me from wearing it a little bit because I couldn't properly close it. And I had also already lost one button at the very bottom, so you couldn't really see it. I replaced the buttons. I'll show you. I got some basic mother of pearl buttons from Petiteknit. And they go really well with this cardigan, and now it stays nice and closed when I want to. So I don't have any other finished objects, but I did make some good progress on my whips, which I will show you. I will only talk about the whips that I actually worked on in the past few weeks, past 2 months. The first one is, I think, something I cast on last time, but it's the perfect spring whip, so I've been working quite a lot on it, on this one. And this is my Hannah slipover by the Knit Purl Girl again. It's really starting to look like a slipover. I think last time I was working on the back panel maybe, or I just cast on. I hadn't done much yet, but since I finished the yoke, did a bit of the body, and I also already did the ribbing on the neckline and at the armholes. Once this is blocked, this should be laying nice and flat. Now it's bunching up a bit still. I think it's going to be a lovely slipover. I can't wait to wear this. So I'm spending most of my time now working on this. I'm almost through the second skein, and then I have one more skein left to finish off the body. So I think I will I don't think I will have to play yarn chicken with this, which is nice. I wanted to get the finishings at the top here done first, so that I could just use whatever yarn I had left to knit the body. But I'm pretty confident that I will have enough yarn to make this the length I like. The yarn I'm using, this is the last ball I have, is Knit by Numbers DK by John Arben Textiles. in this beautiful light green color. And yeah, it's really lovely to work with, and it's a nice project that, if all goes well, only uses 3 skeins of this yarn, so also pretty affordable. I don't know on the top of my head what I paid for the yarn, but it wasn't that much, and it's really nice color. They had a lot of colors available, and it's also really nice quality. I think it has some blue-faced Leicester in here. Let's check. Yeah, so this is a blend of 50% blue-faced Leicester and 50% Falkland Merino. 233 meters per 100 grams. And this is a nice British yarn. And yeah, I think it will be a very lovely slipover. It's also really soft, so I could wear it just over a t-shirt. So yeah, hoping to have this finished by next podcast. And yeah, I thought I would also show you the bag that it's currently in, because that's also something I made. I finished this bag last weekend. I had started this already somewhere last year, I think almost a year ago maybe, to try some quilting for the first time. Well, to make an actually quilted bag out of some fabric that I had in my stash. And yeah, I think it's a success. It's not perfect, like it really doesn't line up here on the side, as you can see. This side is okay. And the inside is not super neat. It's a different color, but like the edges aren't finished properly. But it's a functional bag and it looks really cute. And yeah, I'm very happy with the sizing. It's actually just perfect for this slipover project. So yeah, very happy with this handmade bag. Then another whip I have been working on is my Eva cardigan. And I'm very happy to say that I have connected at the underarms. Not connected in rounds, since this is a cardigan, of course. But I've connected at the underarms, well, split for sleeves and connected at the underarms. And yeah, now I'm working on the body. Once I finish the skein I'm working with, I will probably move on to do the sleeves first, both of them, and then just finish the body and do the button band at the end. So that I again use all of my yarn on this. I have 5 skeins of this, again, British DK weight yarn. This yarn is by Lexton's Ships of DK in this beautiful navy color. And yeah, it's another lovely yarn, a British yarn blend. And I think this navy Eva cardigan will be perfect in my wardrobe. It will go with so many outfits. And yeah, I really like the fabric that this yarn is creating at this gauge. And I think I have some buttons already somewhere in my stash that will work with this. So yeah, I'm hoping to make some good progress in the coming weeks also on this. And also, yeah, hope I can finish it pretty soon so I can still get some wear out of it before it gets too warm. But yeah, Belgian summers can get below 20 degrees, so it's a possibility that I can still wear this in summer when I finish it. Or otherwise it will be perfect for fall. I'm kind of rushing through these projects because I'm losing daylight here. I'm filming in the evening and the sun is going down, so yeah, these projects aren't new. I also made some progress on my sock. This is just a self-drafted sock, and I used again the Mindful Creators yarn for this. This is from one of her sock clubs last year, I think the one from August. And this was linked to a book. And I also bought the book to read on vacation, but I didn't manage to read in it at all because I had another book with me as well. But okay, I will read the book at some point, and then maybe by the time I am able to read the book, I also finish this pair of socks. This is the first one, and I have a little bit more on the foot to go before I can do the toe. But this is my train knitting, so I take this with me when I go to work and knit a little bit on the train. So I'm not making that much progress on it, but a little bit here and there. And I think the colorway is really beautiful with the purple contrast heel also. And then I have a new cast on. I got this beautiful yarn at the Breidagen this year, and this is the lovely this is the Heavenly Alpaca in the color Lullaby from the Mindful Creators Spring Collection. But you will see more of this later in this video. But with this one skein I wanted to make a tiny scarf for the spring, and so I've cast on the scarf number 2 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. And yeah, I think it will be super cute. One skein will be enough for the entire scarf. I will just use up this full ball of yarn. And yeah, the texture is really fun to knit. It's pretty mindless once you get into it. I have made the edge 1 stitch wider, so I've cast on 2 additional stitches at the beginning, and then for the edge I did 2 stitches instead of the 1 stitch that's in the pattern to make the edge a little bit wider. But for the rest I'm just following the pattern, and it's really lovely so far. And I also got the same color in a different yarn weight, which I will talk about now. So into the acquisitions section, I also got the same Lullaby on Bouncy DK base. And so with this I have 6 skeins of this, and I will be making the Alvar pullover by Sorry Nordland, which is also a textured sweater. So actually it will match pretty well with the scarf that I'm making, because it's also just made of sections of knits and purls. So I think it will be lovely and matchy, so I can wear it together or just wear it separately as well. But I really love this color. I saw it at the fair, but there wasn't enough of the same batch to make a full sweater, and I thought it would be really lovely to have a sweater in this yarn. So yeah, I probably won't knit on that this year. It will be probably something for spring next year, maybe something I cast on in winter already. But yeah, I really love this color, so that's probably why I'm making 2 projects in this yarn. Then I also was inspired by some other tiny scarves that I saw on Instagram, and I got some more yarn for other tiny scarves. I really wanted to try out the new Atlas yarn by Sanders Garn. This is a new yarn base made of 70% lamb's wool and 30% merino wool. And I really love this blue color. I've been so inspired by this color. I've seen it everywhere, and I think it will suit me really well as a tiny scarf. So I got 2 skeins of this yarn. And then I also really wanted a cashmere scarf. So I got this Cardiff cashmere. Also 2 skeins of this to make another tiny scarf. I've knitted a scarf in this yarn last year as a gift, the peacock scarf by Le Knit, and I think I will knit the same one for me, but in this purple color. Last year the one I knit was in actually kind of this blue. Yeah, so I really enjoyed knitting that pattern, and I really wanted a purple cashmere scarf for myself, so I will probably cast that on somewhere this summer, maybe take this as a vacation project, since this is pretty small and the lace knitting was pretty mindless. So yeah, a future tiny scarf and another one. And then lastly, for my birthday, I got a sweater quantity of some more Gilead yarn by Dererum Natura. I really love this yarn and I knew that I wanted sometime a very classic cabled sweater for my wardrobe. So I thought in this off-white color, a classic cabled sweater that would be perfect, and I really love working with this yarn and it wears really well. And the thickness, this is more of like an Aran weight. So yeah, I think it will be perfect for a classic Aran cable knit sweater. So yeah, I have a full sweater quantity of this, and if I have anything left over, I can use it with other leftover colors of this yarn that I have to make a future color work project. So that's it for this podcast episode. I know it was a shorter one, but I felt like I just wanted to update you on what I've been working on. And hopefully in not too long I will have another video ready for you. Maybe I will do a tiny scarf pattern roundup if you're interested. Let me know down below. Because I found quite a few lovely patterns that I want to make sometime. And I have some yarns in my stash that I could use for those. So yeah, I hope to see you again soon. Happy knitting! Bye!